Hello, bestie. It's Sukoko, your divine oracle. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. All right, before we begin, let's call in the deities of the light, the angels, the divine, all that call us to our higher vibration. All right, so let's jump right in. I was doing a little bit of shamanic channeling before I started this, and I kept seeing this energy of like a new universe. It's almost like there's an energy of like I saw like a planet, and it's like a sun was like going into it, and it's like absorbing everything, but it's like a rebirth, like what's it called? Supernova, but it's like it was beautiful. Anyways, there's an energy I'm feeling of rebirth or some sort of like there had to be something you had to tear down, and it was like there was just like a big finality to it. It's almost like there's an energy I'm feeling of like a life you no longer can return to. There's an energy of transformation, but it's like you are leaving behind something that didn't serve you, like leaving behind pain. Like it could be somebody. For some people this is like, whatever resonates, take that, and then if it doesn't, then you can just leave it. But there's an energy here of like unburdening yourself, and you know that the new life that's about to be made is going to be beautiful, and there's almost like a beauty in this ending. Are these like upside down, right side up? Okay. Well, the Four of Swords. I'm going to read these all. Actually, no, I'm not going to read them right. I'm going to read them however they come. So, we're getting the Four of Swords upside down and the Page of Pentacles. The Four of Swords upside down, it's time for you, like you're awakening, you're ready to take action, you're not lying down. And I think that really resonates to what the vision that I was having, where you are no longer putting up with any of that. Like you're no longer putting up with old ways of being and then or like taking it lying down. You're now almost like being very defensive of yourself, and this is gonna tie you in because you're on a new path, and this has to do with financial goals. So you're about to like you're on a new path, and it's very new. There's a very new energy that I'm feeling. So this path that you're on, um, it could have been like a brand new business idea or like something you've been thinking about wanting to do, but you just never like thought, oh, like can I do that? Like there's this energy of like unsure, but like there's a new project you're embarking on. So, oh, Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. Ace of Wands and Queen of Cups. This is very beautiful energy. So the Ace of Wands is yeah, there's a lot of fiery energy, but you're able to bring your warmth, your charm, your grace and beauty. Like there's something about like experience, and the way you move is going to be a huge asset to this new endeavor you're embarking on. So just know, yes, this project may be new, but like you actually have a lot more experience. You have a lot more like there's a lot of soft skills that you don't realize are to your benefit. Like when you start a job, they have all the job descriptions of what you're supposed to do, but like there's a bunch of soft skills like social, like being able to, if especially if it's like a job where you interact with others, being able to socialize and get along with others, and like what is it, like prevent arguments, or like, you know what I mean, like deal with different personalities. There's an art to it, and it's like there are skills you don't even realize are skills and how valuable they are on this journey you are currently on. We're getting two cards, King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's an energy here of like you being in your power, like you being able to stand in your whatever your strengths are, like your, again, soft skills, and this is going to provide you with opportunities and wishes. Some sort of dream energy is coming in. So this could be like a dream position or like a dream come true. It gives you the opportunity now to dream. That could also be a confirmation for some of you. All right, last cut of the deck. The Two of Pentacles. Oh, and Death. Two of Pentacles is okay. So like you're going to be experiencing a transformation, and it almost is like what I'm really hearing is this is gonna be the death of compromise, but in a very positive way. It's the energy that I was picking up on is maybe you were bending over backwards to please others, and now it's all about you. It's like they're no longer, like there's a beautiful story I love that Oprah used to say on her TV show, and it's like she was shopping and she was like, when she started making real good money, and it's like her whole life, it was like whenever she'd go shopping, she's like, do I want the blue cardigan or do I want the red cardigan, right? It would never came into her mind that she could get both of anything. So she was shopping one day and she's like, do I want the blue one or do I want the red one? And then her friend was like, you're Oprah, you can buy both. And it hit her, she's like, I can get both. Like, I am so financially stable, I'm so rich, I could just buy both. And she bought both. But that's the energy that's coming forward. It's like the end of compromise for you. You can buy both. You're not going to be in a place anymore of, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's what I'm picking up on is like, okay, do I pay my phone bill or do I pay my, you know what I mean? Like, do I buy groceries? Do I pay for rent? Any sort of struggle or any sort of compromise that you were having to do in the past, just know there's this energy, very volcanic, of like, something is rumbling under the surface and you just need to cultivate like you're the golden goose. It's not so much, if I achieve this skill, if I get this job, if I do this thing, all of that's great, but the magic ingredient is you. Okay, that's where we're at. Like, you're the secret sauce. There is something about you, and it's like very much like I just see in my brain Cardi B. Like, this woman went from being a stripper to the TV shows she was on, and then now she's this huge singer. But it's like, look at the transformation, and the whole time she was 100% unapologetically herself, and just this beauty of like, like people kind of fall in love with like the authenticity of like somebody who's not afraid to be themselves. That's what I'm feeling for you, is like when you're unapologetically 100% yourself, not afraid, not apologizing for yourself anymore, that is when doors are going to be opening up and it's like your life will start to bloom. Okay, that's enough talking to me. All right, let's jump right in with this. All right, so what's going on? 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Cups. You've left behind no longer. And this was hard. So there was something very difficult you had to leave behind. There was something difficult. It could have been like the vision you had for your life, the people you thought were your people. There is an energy of betrayal that I'm getting. And it really could be like people you considered family. It could actually be family, friends, family, or relationship. There's definitely something to do with people that let you down. And if it's not that, the energy of you having to leave behind a life you thought was gonna be the one. Let me just, okay. So I got these symbols and I kind of got them because I want to they help me to tune into like a higher vibration. So if you see me just playing with these little bells, because I want to hear what this message is. Yeah. You knew it was for your higher growth. There is something of like stagnancy. It could feel like you were in a swamp or you were kept small. There's an energy of oppression that was here and you walking away from it. It could have been somebody, I'm just hearing for some of you, this is very specific of like, I only want the best for you. There could have been somebody pushing you to do things that you knew weren't aligned for yourself. And it was like, I only want the best for you, but it's like, it's the best for them. There's very much an energy of like control, of you walking away from controlling people or very like judgmental people or yeah. And it's like what I'm seeing, this is a very, very specific, but it's like almost like you're having a party at your house and it's like you're serving drinks, right? And everybody's at the table and you're serving everybody else, and then your cup is empty, but nobody notices. And then it's like if you go to their home and they serve themselves first and they get around to you and like your cup is like this full and they don't give a shit. Like they're like, oh, okay, great. Everybody got their drink and like you're their last priority. That is the energy that I'm feeling. And you had enough. It may not be this exact scenario, but if this energy, that's what I'm really tuning into. If this energy resonates with you, that's why like this message came to me, because it's like I can lock into this weird feeling and it's like that is what is coming forward of like this had been your breaking point of like realizing and waking up. And I just heard, like, I'm such an idiot. I don't want you to talk like that about yourself, but this realization of, like, how could I have been so foolish? Why didn't I see it? That's what it is. All right. So, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, the 8 of Wands. Yeah. So, this clarity happened very quickly. Like, once you realized, you made the move. Once you realize, you're like, okay, great. I'm shifting out of this. And it's like, this path that you're on, it may not be like, it's not even about these people. It's about you getting to a higher vibration. That's what it is. This is an energy of you getting to your higher vibration, being in your higher vibration, and honoring yourself. There's something here I'm really feeling, almost like you got a message from yourself. And it's like this, like you haven't told anyone this. It's very much so. It feels like there is a future version of you that was like to you, like you're so much better than this. Why are you putting up with this? And almost like you saw a vision of yourself like as a greater version. It's like you cannot rationalize this. There's a comfort, there's a warmth. For some of you, you thought this maybe was like a message from like God, or there was just like this deep comfort of knowing I'm gonna be okay walking away from these people. There is an energy of you knowing, deeply, deeply knowing that you're the light here. Like you carry the light and you're going to be able to carry it to better places. That these people are not the ones who are going to fill up your cup and energize you or anything like that. They are only taking from you. You're only giving to them and they never give anything to you. And what also this is, what I'm feeling is like you're walking towards a more abundant life, a more successful life. When you're honoring yourself and like walking on that path, it's like when you decide I'm not putting up with it anymore, that was literally like the first step for you to be on the path. And it's like, I just want you to be aware. So like there is an energy of like, this is just like the first test of that, because there may be other people in the future. It's going to be another test, right? But it's like you're going to shut it down really quick. If somebody comes to you and you pick up that same energy, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like you know the smell of manure, and when you smell that manure, you're like, you're full of shit, and like keep it going, walk it, you know, like that's the energy I'm feeling. So yeah, the big catalyst was this conflict, this energy of tension, of fighting, of you really realize, like, it's like you wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat and you're like, these people never cared about me. This energy of the life that you're in, and it could even be like a workplace, like you loved your job, or like it was a fine job, you didn't have any complaints about it, and then you realize like the people you work with are like garbage and they're trash talking, mean, and you know what I mean, like nobody has your back. There's an energy like that. That's very specific, so if it doesn't resonate, you don't need to take that, but there is this energy of like a group of people not being your people. And you're now on a path of rediscovery, but just know that this path of rediscovery is so essential, because when you're in alignment, everything's going to change. Everything's going to change, and it's going to really like, and I'm talking everything, like your like career, finances, love, like everything. There's a missing piece, but you need to go on this journey to get to it. So, catalyst. Okay. What has kind of pushed you on this journey? Okay. What's pushed you on this journey is almost like somebody in a position of authority has abused their power. There's been an energy of, again, of like you wanting to break the mold, or like there is this energy of just like you being mistreated by somebody who should have been looking out for you. There's an energy of being mistreated by like your peers. It's very much like they don't want you to realize that you are a king or a queen, because then they would have to treat you better. And rather they want you to think you're the servant in this energy. And it's like they see like royalty that you are. Like I'm so drawn. I think there's like Elrond. I don't know. This is like an elf king, right? Well, he's an elf. I'm pretty sure that's Elrond. Okay. Elf king. I'm just drawn to the crown. And it's like there's an energy here of like seeing your crown, but like not wanting to acknowledge it, of seeing that you are so much more powerful than you've realized, and like you're finally taking your power back. But the big like crisis you had to overcome here was one of like not taking it anymore, of like you like demanding what you're worth, like almost like you didn't see your value and you allowed these people to determine it for you, and you were like, you just like realized like, what am I doing? Okay, so we're going to the resolution. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Okay, so where this is going is the path that you were on. There are going to be people coming and testing you, but the more in alignment with who you are and how you know yourself, that is what's going to strengthen you. That is what is like, you're going to need to face this on your journey. So just know that it's not necessarily over yet. Those people, that could be done and over with. But this energy of like, okay, what if somebody comes back, or like somebody new, they start treating you right, but then all of a sudden there's a switch and they start treating you like that. And like the moment you get those feelings, it's the moment you should just be like, okay, I'm cutting it out. Like, I acknowledge what you're doing. I'm not putting up with it. And just being in your own power, in your own strength, and realizing that you are royalty. Oh, is this 2 cards? 9. So, where this is going to lead for you, yes, every encounter, every kind of like one of these like little bits of tension, it's like, it's going to get easier. It's going to become something, and it's going to lead to a place where you can celebrate, where you don't have these leeches in your life anymore. And it's going to lead to a place where it's like the moment you show yourself the self-respect, everyone else will too. Right now, the lesson life is teaching you, the lesson life is teaching you is that people will treat you the way you treat yourself. I heard, like, please do not take this the wrong way, but like, you know how like you could be this person, and I love you when I say this, but bestie, you know how like we all have that one friend, it's like they're the most amazing person, like they could be like the nicest, sweetest person, and they always like date the worst people, and you're like, why are you in these relationships with these like toxic AF people, like these literally terrible people? And it's like, there's a thing where it's like, we accept the love we feel we deserve. So these super kind, genuine souls are attracting these terrible, awful people because that's what they feel they deserve. And it's like, you've woken up from that. But it's like, it's gonna be a test until you don't have to even think about it. Like, these people may resurface, like it'll be the same energy, different face. So they could resurface, and it's your job to like snuff it out, to be like, away, right as it appears, and then you're able to like move on. You know, like, and the moment that you don't even think about it anymore, that they can pick up like, okay, that one is dangerous, we can't go anywhere near them because they will just cut us out. That is when you're gonna be like in mastery of yourself, and like that is where you need to be for that next level of life, for like the abundance to start flowing and for things to start moving. But like, this is all about, this is the season of life right now you're in right now. So like, allow this to be a little bit of foresight if you're confused as to why these things are happening. Why do these terrible people keep showing up? Why do the same, you know, scenarios, just different faces keep showing up? This is it. So take care of yourself, bestie. Let's thank the deities of the light, those that call us to be in our higher vibrations, for being here. I love you so much, bestie. And until next time, bye.